Hello everyone. Now we were doing the topic colloids. So we will continue this topic. So here we will understand the types of colloids. Okay. So we know in earlier video also that what is dispersed phase and dispersed medium. Dispersed phase is like a solute and dispersed medium is like a solvent. We can consider it like it. Now what are the different phases and media and what are the colloids formed by the combination of them and the example of each we will understand this. Okay. Now the first is solid and solid means solid is mixed with solid. So dispersed phase and dispersed medium both are solid and such type of colloids are called the solid sol and its example is gemstone and ruby glass. Second one is the solid and liquid. So in a liquid solid is dissolved and example of this can be a paint जो हम घर पर करते हैं अपने that paint. Okay, walls पर जो होता है. So it is only called sol. Next is solid in a gas. So solid in a gas will called aerosol and its example will be smoke. Because there is a medium of gas and solid particle of dust and smoke are dispersed in that medium. So it is called aerosol. Next is liquid in a solid. That example is jellies and the name of colloid is gel. Liquid in a liquid example is emulsion. This colloid will called emulsion and its example is milk. Next is liquid in a gas. The colloid will be called aerosol and its example will be fog. Okay, in a fog, gaseous form, the vapors are found. So it is a fog. Next is gas in a solid and such type of colloids are called solid form and its example is sponge or a bread. Next is gas in a liquid and such type of colloid is called foam. Foam means that झाग जो झाग होते हैं वो and this example is froth and that shaving cream also which is swiped from a bottle, right, जिसको brush use करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, that is also example is a gas in a liquid. So these are the types of colloids. Okay. So in last video we learned the classification of colloid on the basis of interaction between the dispersed phase and the medium, and the one more basis was the type of particles. Okay. So first we will complete the classification that it is based on the interaction between dispersed phase and dispersed medium interaction. So in this I have told you that they are of two types. That first is liyophilic and liophobic. Liyophilic means liquid loving and liophobic means liquid hating. It means what? That liophobic sols or colloids are not easy to form because they do not have any interaction between their two phases and the two phases are dispersed phase and medium. So we will understand some property of these and some more properties are there and we will discuss this later after these properties. So first is they have a strong affinity between the dispersed phase and medium, so they are easy to form. Suppose the example is the starch solution or that is a gelatin or a rubber. Okay, so if we just keep a solution untouched for some time, then what happens that their particles supposed to or start to settle down. Some of the particles start to settle down and when you shake it again they will form the colloidal solution in just shaking only. So these are, that is why easy to form, and this property in which we only use shaking for the formation of colloids is called the intrinsic colloids or property is called the intrinsic property of the colloids. Okay. And this example is of such type of colloid. Lipophilic colloids are gum, starch, adhesive and rubber. Now come to the liophobic colloids. So these properties are opposite to these one. So first is they have the less affinity or very low affinity between the dispersed phase and medium, because they do not have an interaction between them, and they are not easy to prepare because only by shaking we cannot prepare them. And such type of colloids are called intrinsic colloids because these property in which only with shaking we cannot make the colloids are called intrinsic. Extrinsic colloids, and in which only shaking can make the colloid are called intrinsic colloids. Okay, and the example is what? Metal salts, the example of the liophobic colloids, and some more property we will understand. Okay, so the other properties, after the properties we have learned right now are the liophilic soul and the liophobic soul. Okay, so the first property is the under influence of electric field, the particles of the colloid may attracted or may move toward the cathode or the anode. Under the influence of electric field, the particles of the colloid may attract towards the anode or cathode. Okay, but in liophobic is not like that. Particles may or may not be moved toward or migrate toward the electrodes. It is a reversible soul. Why it is a reversible soul? Because if the particle of the colloid is settled down after some time, and when we shake it again, then it will again form the colloid. So it is a reversible soul. But it is not a reversible, it is a irreversible soul, because the dispersed medium and dispersed phase particle do not have attraction between them, so it is not a reversible. Now surface tension of the soul is lower than that of dispersed medium. That is what we will make. Suppose here we make the colloidal solution, and here we have only solvent. Okay, solvent, and solvent is we know is known as the dispersed medium. So it is a colloid. Here solute and solvent are there, and the colloidal solution, it is what? It is only a solvent. So the surface tension of this solution is more than that of the dispersed medium. Okay, but here the surface tension will be the same, because here is an attraction between the particle, and here particles are not having any attraction. That is why. Next is the viscosity of the solution is more than that of dispersed medium. Now viscosity is what? When a liquid, a thick liquid flow from a floor, then its resistivity is resistance is called the viscosity. So the viscosity of the solution is more than that of the dispersed medium, but here it is same because of no attraction between the particles. Now next is examples, and I have told you the examples that the metal soles are the example of these liophobic soles, and the rubber, gelatin and a starch solution is example of the liophobic sole. Okay, so this topic is over. Now we will move to the next category. So here we have now another category, that is a colloid based on the type of their particles. So very first type is the multimolecular colloid. As the name suggested, multi means एक से ज़्यादा, molecular means molecules. तो जब एक से ज़्यादा स्मॉल मॉलिक्यूल्स एग्रीगेट होंगे आपस में, तो वो किसका फॉर्मेशन करेंगे? मल्टी मॉलिक्यूलर कॉलॉइड का फॉर्मेशन करेंगे. सो सपोज देयर आर स्मॉल मॉलिक्यूल्स which aggregate together to form a bigger molecule, because the size of the colloidal solution particle should be lie between the 1 nanometer to 10 to power 3 nanometers. Okay, so it should be big for the formation of the colloidal solution. So such type of colloid are called multimolecular colloids, because the size of the particle when it is less than 1 nanometer, then they have to collide with each other or aggregate with each other to form the colloidal solution. An example of this is multimolecular colloids starch with water. The next category is macromolecular colloid. In such type of colloid, the particle size already lies between 1 nanometer to the 10 to the power 3 nanometer. So there is no need for the aggregation of the particles. So such type of colloid is called the macromolecular colloid. An example is polymers like what? Rubber, cellulose, protein, enzymes, polythene, etc. Now next is associated colloids. Associated means when the number of molecules associate with each other to form a colloidal solutions. An example is micelle or micelle, whatever you say it, and which in earlier classes also we learned the in cleansing action of soap. So soap molecules form the micelles. That is example of soap. We can take that is C17H35COONA. So it is a sodium stearate. Now positive and negative ions are here. So here is a long hydrocarbon chain with a ionic end. Okay, so here is a long hydrocarbon chain with a ionic end. Okay, so now it is a hydrocarbon chain. This hydrocarbon chain is what? It is hydrophobic. Okay, it is hydrophobic, means reacting to water, and this is hydrophilic, means loving to water. Hydrophilic. Okay, so when the micelle formation will take place, when we dissolve soap in a water, then micelle formation takes place. So like this. I should make it somewhat bigger. Okay, so that we can easily observe it, that what is happening here. Now okay, these are the hydrocarbon chain, long hydrocarbon chain, which is directed towards the center, and these are the ionic end, which are directed towards periphery or outside. So these are the hydrophobic. So when we have a spot of dirt, grease or oil on our clothes, then these hydrocarbon chain is collide or attached with that dirt particle, and these particles are remain in contact with the water molecules. Okay, they will be remain with the water molecules, and when they trap the dirt particle or grease particle, and when we agitate the clothes, the dirt is removed from the cloth and it is left behind into the soap solution, and it becomes dirty. So when there is a sufficient concentration of the micelles or soap molecules in a solution, so that concentration is known as the CMC, critical micelle concentration. So what is critical micelle concentration? In which that much concentration on which micelle formation can take place, that will be called a critical micelle temperature. And this micelle formation also takes place at a particular temperature, and that particular temperature on which micelle formation takes place is called the Kraft temperature. That temperature is called the Kraft temperature. In comparison to the cold water, the micelle formation perfectly takes place in a warm water. Like in summer, it is very easy to washing the clothes with the water, or it forms the sufficient form, like वो झाग बनाता है बहुत अच्छे तरीके से. But in winters, when we use the detergent or soap, it make the less form in comparison to the summer. So we usually sometimes use the warm water to washing the clothes in winters, because it form the sufficient or forms with the soap solution. Okay, so these missile is example of associated colloids, and I have told you that how they make. And when there is a less number of the soap molecule in the solution, then it is act like a electrolyte. Okay, and when is a sufficient concentration of the soap molecule, then they form the colloidal solution, and that condition is called the critical missile concentration. And the temperature at which missile formation takes place is called the Kraft temperature. Now we will go for the next topics now. Okay.